Queen of how to. Come on and see what I'm gonna show you how to do. Hello, this is Beverly Kane and welcome to my channel, the Queen of How To. That's me. In today's episode, I am going to be taking you with me on a crazy hair adventure because that's what happened. I started out thinking I was doing one thing and then anyway, that was not turning out well. So you just have to fall back and punt and try something different. And so that's what I ended up doing. So stick with me to see what the end result will be. And here we go. So I just washed my hair. And what I use to wash it, because it is gray, I use this purple toning shampoo from Blonde Enhance Plus, and I got that from Target. And then I used a deep conditioner, which is Hask, H-A-S-K. That's what should be right there. But, you know, I ripped it to open it. But it's a deep conditioner with argan oil. So that is what I use. I put that in my hair. I left it for like 10 minutes with a plastic cap and it actually feels pretty nice. So that's all I did in washing it. And now I'm just using a Norwex microfiber hand towel just to dry my hair to get out any excess moisture. All right, so that's the next step. And now I'm just going to add moisture into my hair because I do plan on having this style for several weeks. So I want to make sure my hair is very, very moisturized. If you're new, this is your first time hanging out with me doing a hair tutorial. I do have scars from pulling hot grease down on my head as a curious 2-year-old little girl. So I'm going to use what I always use when I'm adding moisture to my hair. I add the AuntJackie'sQuench, which looks like I need to get a new bottle of this, moisture intensive leave-in conditioner. I am going to use the BB Oil Moisturizer with castor oil. And I'm also going to use diluted with water. I mix it with water because this is super thick. It does not spray well out of this bottle. So I just mix it in with water and I'm in a bottle just to dilute it. But this is the Hawaiian Silky 14-in-1. So those are the 3 things that I put in my hair to add moisture before I do any kind of, you know, and I don't call it a protective style. I actually call it a resting style because I feel like it's just giving my hair an opportunity to rest rather than necessarily protect. But that's just my own thing. So I'll start with the quench, AuntJackie'sQuench. And so I do a good amount of that. And I do have an undercut. So I do start with that because that is hair. And I think sometimes, you know, we have to make sure we remember that that is hair. So I start with that and just the outside of my hair. And then I'm going to split that kind of in 2. Put another good glob of that. And then just kind of work that through each of those 2 sections. Making sure I get that in there good. Because I do feel like this step is important. Really moisturizing your hair well before you blow dry it to do any kind of, you know, like I said, for me, resting style. So now I'm just going to put it in this other side as well, making sure we get it all throughout the middle and not just the outsides. Okay. Oh, that feels nice. Okay, and now I will do the same thing with the BB Oil Moisturizer. This time, again, I'm going to put a little bit on the outside, on that undercut, and the outside of the hair. Lastly, I'm just going to spray some of that 14-in-1 on there. Again, I like my hair super moisturized. Super. And I like to play around with that because I don't want it getting all dried out and breaking off. I'm growing it out and I want it to grow. And then I can just comb that through. Should we get it fully incorporated? All right. Hey, I could just wear it like that, but that's not what I want to do because I'm going to do these little mini twists because I have been anxious to try this, but I could stop right here, but we're not going to. Now I finished that. It's time to get my hair prepped to do these mini twists. And how I'm going, well, the hair I'm going to use is free tress, pre-fluffed hair. And I got this at my local beauty supply store. It was $8.99 for 1 pack. It has 3 bundles in there, and I'm going to cut those in half because I don't want it, crazy long. But I might end up cutting it even more than that. But at least I'm cutting this, in half. And I think that's a pretty good match for my hair. So what I'm going to do to get this started is, first of all, figure out where I want my part, because I usually do wear my hair with a part on the side. And then I'm just going to start these with little plaits. I'll part it all out, start with a little plait and have each section, and then I'm going to crochet the what is this, free tress hair in and start to twist it. And so I'll let you see all of that. Let me grab one other thing, my Shine and Jam. So let's get this first section started here. Grab a clip. And I do, want to make sure these parts are pretty nice. They don't have to be, for me, they don't have to be exacting. I'm not that concerned with that, but I do, want to make them decent. This is where my part will start. So, and then let's see. I want them small, but not ridiculous. And then I do have to make sure I'm, considering this part in the middle where I have the bald spot. Okay. Add a little Shine and Jam around the edge of that. Whoop. All right, around the edge. And I'm just going to start plaiting that. So to plait, I take 1, 2, 3 pieces, and then I just weave them together. And so I just want to get that started enough that it's going to be secure for me to hold, for it to hold in the crochet. So just, I don't know, that was 5 or 6 times. So I'm going to do that one. Go over to the next one, same thing, add a little bit of Shine and Jam to it. And especially with my scars, it's very hard, obviously, to make this completely exacting here in the front. But I just want to make sure I get a nice, let's grab a little bit from each side of that. So 3, and then I'm going to start to plait it. Let's see, make sure it's nice and secure, not going anywhere. And then this, I think, is definitely enough to, let's see here. A little shine and jam. One, two, 3. I'm just going to start plaiting it nice and securely. Like I said, 5 or 6 times. So that's 3. And I'm going to add a 4th one right here. And this is my first time trying this, so you guys are gonna be with me, see how it goes, see if it's gonna turn out nice or not. All right, get that one started. And now I have 4 here in the front, and I'm just gonna keep doing that all the way to the back, and then I'll come back and let you see what that all looks like before we start adding the hair for these twists, okay? So I finished all of my little braids, well, braid starters, I guess you would say, and they're throughout my whole head, as you can see. And obviously the end is loose because I'm going to use that to twist, and I've taken, one of the packs out. There were 3 of these bundles in this free tress braid pack. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to cut it in half because I don't want it crazy super long. So I'm just going to, let's make sure I get this cut in half here. All right, and now I have these 2 bundles, 2 separates, and now I'm just going to get my crochet hook and get to work crocheting these in and then twisting them with my own hair. So let's get this first row separated. All right. We'll get the rest of these pulled back and out of the way so we can get this party started, people. All right, so we got our first row here, and this is where we started. So this is in these little, it already had these little separators, but I'm going to separate those in half. Now, this is the first one. We're going to take it under the braid. Hook it. Close it. Closing it is so important because if you don't, it really pulls your hair and it is very painful, and that is not nice. So just pull one end all the way through so that it's like that. And now I'm just going to start twisting this together with my own hair. Hold on, let me make sure that's even. And let's just start twisting and see what we get. Okay. This is my first time ever doing this, so I'm not exactly sure how this is going to turn out, but we'll see in a few minutes. Keep going all the way down, down, down. Hey, 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 hey. All right. I do have to make sure I remember that when I'm taking this out, not to just start cutting like I normally would do with crochet, because my hair is intertwined with this. So I'm just going to twist this down. And see what we get. All right, I'll cut this little end off because that's okay. So this is what we got so far. I'm not sure that I like that. I think I need to redo it. You see how my hair is sticking out here? I'm not a fan of that. That's not okay. But I think if I add a little bit of shine and jam, and hey, I'm just taking you guys on the journey with me. So again, this is my first time doing this. I've never tried this before. So I am going to add a little bit of shine and jam to the end, and that way, hopefully it'll make it connect better to the, the crochet here. So let's get that stretch back out. Add a little shine and jam to my hair. And let's try this again. Take two. Take two. All right. Come on. There we go. Gonna hook that. Bring it through just one side. And you know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna twist it around this hair one time, well, twice. I'm gonna twist it around twice before I start to, actually do the twist. So now let me just, again, try to incorporate this with my hair. And we're gonna try again and see what happens. All right. And this time I'm being more mindful to keep my hair twisted in between these other two pieces as well. Okay, that definitely looks better than last time. Okay. And get here to the end. Okay, so that's one. Now it's time to just keep moving. Keep going. So let's add a little shine and jam to it. Get my next piece. And this, after starting with the twist, adding the hair, I just didn't like it. It just wasn't going well. I felt like my hair is really soft, and so it was not staying inside that hair very well. So I am now just twisting my own hair. I think I'm going to twist it, maybe add some perm rods to the end to give me a little curl, and we're going to see what's going to happen. So I'm taking you on the journey with me, and this is a part of what happens. You try something, it doesn't work, you take a detour and try something else. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to keep going. Again, I'm just twisting this, and then I'll come back when I finish twisting the rest of this, and I'll add the perm rods, and then we'll see in the morning what we're going to get. I've finished all the little mini twists all over, and now I'm going to add some perm rods to the ends and a little bit of foam wrap mousse just to make sure that it sets well. And so I'm going to start that right now, and then we're going to see what we get in the morning. So I'll do a couple at a time, just putting some right on the ends, up and wrapping it around. Just like that. And hopefully in the morning, we get something super cute. Hopefully. All right. There we go. All right. All right, I'm excited to see how this is going to turn out. I'm hopeful that it's going to be great, but I'm going to keep doing that, and then I'll show you what it's like once I get all the rollers in, and I'll be back. So now I've put in all the perm rods. I am just going to put a bonnet on it, go to sleep, and then I will show you guys the final product in the morning. So we pray it's going to turn out great. And like I said, I started out doing something else, but if it's not working, you just fall back and punt and try something else. And so that's what I've done, and hopefully I'm going to get awesome results, but you'll see with me in the morning. Bye. It's the next morning. Time to see what we ended up with. I've not seen it either, so I'm gonna see it with you. And okay, at least all of the perm rod stayed in place. That's a good thing. And now it's just time to let them out and see what we get. Okay, so far so good. I'm just excited that my hair has grown long enough that I can even do this. So the original plan, as we saw, was to do mini twist with, extra hair. Well, that was not working out. What I learned though is, and what I figured out why it wasn't working is, and now I'll just separate these because I, twisted several of these together. So I'll just separate each little twist and let them be individuals. But what happened is I put too much moisture in my hair because I did a deep conditioner, and it was a moisturizing conditioner plus all the, the three things that I put in there. I probably only needed to put one of them in there rather than all three, and definitely not as much as I did, because I think that just made my hair super soft and it just would not connect with the with the braiding hair that I was trying to put in it. So it just didn't work. So, but this is cute. I like it. I think it's, I don't know. What do you guys think? So, there's the haircut, undercut, trim that too. So I think it's cute. Things don't always turn out like you want, but when they don't, you just have to try something else. And so that's what I did. This is what I ended up with. I am happy with it. Would love to hear what you think. It's later in the day, and I actually just decided to go ahead and just separate each one of those twists. And hunty, I think this is adorable. I think this is better than what I was intending to do in the first place. This is so cute. It's nice and full. It's nice and moisturized. It's nice and soft. And I think it's super, super cute. I don't know what you guys think. Definitely would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below, because we know, again, this was a roller coaster ride. This was definitely a hair adventure. But I love the end result. I am very pleased with it. Would love to hear your, like I said, your thoughts as well in the comments below. I did end up polishing my nails as well. Yesterday was kind of a self-care day. But don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share and comment. But if if you think it's cute, I would love to hear your thoughts. And don't forget to come back next week to see what's new from the Queen of How To.